Okay, so here the small program to the program here, what it does, it is actually it will display the numbers. It's a digit cathode is an array. So this is has been declared as an array variable that contains all the codes, the uh, codes for the 10 digits, right? Starting from digit 0 to digit 9, right? This is common cathode type. So it's declared as the car, so because it needs only, you know, less than 8 bits, right, to store these digits or the codes. So array size is 10. There are 10 numbers, 0 to 9. And this program will display these numbers from 0 to 9 with a time interval of, how much is the time interval here? After what time interval the numbers will be displayed?
So 1 second, sir.
Right, 1 second. So every 1 second the number will change, right? So here we have this delay function, right? This 1000 millisecond delay. So every 1 second, and we have this for loop. What this is doing, this for? This for loop, what it is doing?
স্যার ডিজিট গুলো চেঞ্জ করতেছে ডিজিট
Like
ডিজিটের
starting with I0, right? So I
ইয়েস স্যার
varies from 0 to what's the
0
maximum?
to 10 স্যার
10. Are you sure?
9 সরি স্যার
9,
9
sir,
স্যার
9.
0 to 9. Right, 0 to 9. So here you see the cathode array, it has 10, right? 10 codes for 10 digits. So first one for 0. So when it's starting from 0, so first one here will be digit cathode 0, right? So I will be 0. So when I is 0, so it will take, which code it will take?
স্যার 3f স্যার
It will take this code, no? This is the code for number digit 0, right? And why it will put this code? This is written, what is this? Data port. Data port here, see, you define, right? Define data port. So what we have defined as data port?
Port B.
Port B is defined as data port. So we are sending data to port B, right? So you define data port for our ease of understanding. Port B defined as the data port, and we are writing this code, right, on port B, right? And if you see the diagram here, so in the diagram we have this port B, right? So port B is connected to these pins, right, of the 7-segment display. So whatever we write on port B, so that will be sent, right, to the 7-segment display. So if we write the code for 0, so then 7-segment display will display digit 0. And then it will wait for 1 second. And then I will change to 1. So when the digit cathode will become 1, and digit cathode I is 1. So it will take now this 1 will be here. So it will take the code for number 1. Right? So and that will be written on the port B, and it will send to the 7-segment display, and that will display number 1. And similarly, the I will increase, right, by 1 after every second, and it will display the different digits. Since it is inside the while loop, so it will keep on, right, repeating this process, displaying the numbers from 0 to 9 with 1 second of time interval. Is it clear, guys? Any question? So this is how we write the program. Since we are using port B to send the data, so we have to declare port B as the output port, and that is done by this statement DDR data DDR. Data DDR, what's data? That is DDRB. So we have defined DDRB, this register, as data DDR. So whatever you write here, so that will be written on DDRB. If you write all one, so it will port B will be set as the output port. So first we have to set the port as the output port since we are using that port to send the data to the 7-segment display. Any question, guys?
No, sir.
Good. Now I have one question. Now here they are using for loop. So can we write this program without this for loop? Without using for loop? Is there any other way to write this program? Or in other words, if I take this for loop out, right? So there's no loop here. So how do we modify the program? Hello, guys. It's difficult. Hello. Mhm. How we can modify the program? Oh no, it is very simple. You see that if you write I plus plus, just have to change I, no? Will it work?
স্যার
We did.
তাহলে তো 10 এর উপরে জোরে যাওয়ার সম্ভাবনা থাকবে।
Sorry.
স্যার i লেস দেন 10 না হলে তো স্যার হচ্ছে i প্লাস প্লাস হলে তো 10 এর উপরে মানে দেখানোর চান্সেস
So
থাকে।
we define I0 here.
ও
Okay.
আচ্ছা আচ্ছা আচ্ছা, আচ্ছা।
We
তা-
define I0
তাহলে
here.
স্যার হোয়াইলের মধ্যে স্যার এক্সপ্রেশন দিতে হবে না যে আই ছোট কিনা 10 থেকে?
জি স্যার এটাই।
তাহলে আমাকে একটা কন্ডিশন দিতে হবে এখানে if I is equal to 10, তাই তো? I 10 হলে কি হবে?
ব্রেক
I 10
ব্রেক
হলে I0 হয়ে যাবে, ঠিক আছে?
আচ্ছা আচ্ছা।
So will it work?
না স্যার, এটা তো বলতেছে স্যার আই যখন 10 হবে তখনই ও মানে এই কাজটা করবে আর কি।
I 10 হলে I0 হবে, কাজটা করবে মানে?
ও ও সরি সরি সরি।
I 10 হলে 0 হবে, আর যদি 10 না হয় then it will come to the next statement, তাই না?
ইয়েস স্যার, ইয়েস
আর
সরি।
যদি 10 হয় তাহলে 0, 10 হয় তাহলে 0 হয়ে তারপর এখানে আসবে। Either way, it has to come here, right? So with very simple modification, right, we can have the same output, right? So এটা তো just একটা single digit জন্য, but usually we will need many such segment displays, right, to display a whole number, right? Usually numbers are not just one single digit, you will have multiple digits in a number, right? তো সেক্ষেত্রে আমরা কিভাবে কাজ করব? যদি আমার 4টা ডিজিট হয় আর তাহলে 4টা ডিজিট প্রত্যেকটা ডিজিটের জন্য there will be 8 pins, and then you will need to connect to 8 port. For 4 digits you need to connect to 4 ports, right? So that will take up all the 32 pins, right, input output pins of the microcontroller. So what is the alternate way? For multiple digits? Hello guys. What is the alternate way? তো তোমরা কি কেউ লেকচার ভিডিও দেখো নাই? Alternate way is called the multiplexing. Multiplexing. So all the displays, all the display boards, the pins of all the display boards, they'll be connected, right, parallelly to one single port, right? So multiplexing, all the displays are connected in parallel, right, to one port. So that's all, they are connected to just one single port, right? এবং only one display is allowed to turn on. So only one display will turn on at a time, right? And then there will be short time interval after which the second display will turn on. After that, third one will turn on. After that, fourth one will turn on. So এখানে যে example আছে, আমরা আগেই বলেছি, if it is a common anode, then there is a common point that has to be grounded. If it is a, common anode, the common point has to be connected to the high voltage. If it is a common cathode, common point has to be connected to the ground or low voltage. So এখানে আমাদের যেটা প্রত্যেকটা জন্য একটা common point আছে, so these are the common points. So unless this common point you apply 0, they will not be activated, right? So common point এখানে ground করতেই হবে, right, for this 7-segment display to work. If it is a common cathode type, এখানে common cathode দিয়ে example দেওয়া হয়েছে. So this has to be, if you apply a 0 here, then this will be active, right? Now if you send a code here, then this will display the number, corresponding number. And if you don't, apply 0 here or ground this terminal, so it doesn't matter if you send code or not, it will not display anything, it will remain off. So this is like kind of a switch, right, to turn it on. You have to send 0 here, then only it will turn it on, it will work. Otherwise it will remain inactive, right, or dead, right? So similarly, if you want to turn this on, so then you send 0 here, and then whatever code you will send here, so that code will work for this display board, right? If you send 0 here, so then whatever code you send here, that will work for this particular display, right? So this is how we can turn on these different these digits one by one, right? And that is what is done when they are connected in parallel, because they are connected in parallel. If you turn on all at the same time, so all the display boards will show the same number, right, at the same. But we want to display different numbers. Let's say we have this number 5, 6, 7, 8, right? We have this 4-digit number and we want to display this 4-digit number in this display board. So the way we have this number, so 5 should appear here at digit 3, 6 should come here, 7 should come here, and 8 should come here, right? This is how the number should be displayed. So when you want to display 5, we have to apply 0 here. We have activate this one, right? So apply 0 here. So then 5 will, will be shown here. Then we want to display, and others will be 1, right? Others will be 1. So they will remain dead, right? Or inactive. Then we want to display 6, right? Then we apply 0 here and 1 in other places. So this particular will be 1 and all others will be 1. So 6 will be displayed here. This 5 will go from here, right? Then we want to display 7. So then we turn on this one, we apply 0 here and others are 1, right? So 7 will be displayed here and all other will remain off, right? Then we want to display 8. So we apply 0 here, turn it on, and others we turn off by applying 1, right? So this is how we display the different digits, right, one by one, right, at their appropriate location, right? And there will be very small time interval, let's say 1 millisecond or 2 millisecond or whatever around that, few milliseconds of time interval, right, and between which we display these numbers, right? So these numbers will be, they will be displayed and at a very high frequency, right? And with your bare eyes, right, it will appear that they are there, right? So they are there for the whole time, right? Though they are like kind of blinking, right? But they will appear that they are there, all the numbers are there at the same time. So this is how you will see them, but actually they are not there at the same time. So, and this is, in this technique, there are multiple advantages that you are using only one single port, right? And also the power consumption is very low if you just, use 4 ports to turn on 4 displays, right? So 4 displays remaining on for the whole time, the amount of power they will consume. Here only you're also displaying the 4 digits, right? But using one single port, and there only one is on at a particular time, right? So this will consume like 1/4 of the power, right, that would have consumed, that if you were using 4 different ports. Or in other words, we can say it will consume the same amount of power that would be consumed by one single 7-segment display. So you save power and also you save in the number of pins that you are using, right, to connect to the display board. So this is how it will work, right? And this is how you have to connect, right? So usually 7-segment display, you can have a single digit the display chip, or you can have those displays in multi-digits. You can have 2-digit 7-segment display, 4-digit segments, 8 digits. There are different numbers of 7-segment displays available, right? So these are these will be called the data pins, right? And these are, we can call the control pins, right? Control pins. So these pins used to select, right, what to display, right, which digit, right? So if you apply 0 here, then this will be activated, right, and display this significant number, right? And if you apply 0 here, right, so it will display, it will be active to display the least significant number. Is that clear, guys? Any question? Hello, guys. Okay, so here you have the program. Okay, this program is okay. It's a little bit long program. So the first part is just defining the how they are connected. Port C, eh, I said it's data pins, right? So we are sending the codes or the data to the display board, and port D, right, to connect it to the four control pins. So port D, you can say the control port, and port C is the data port. So that's how this is defined, right? The port C is the data port. We are sending the data, the different codes, right, of the digits. So port C is defined as the data port, and port D is defined as the control port, right? Control. So that's for ease of understanding or ease of reading the program, right? And then DDRC. So this is all this you have to declare as the output, right? You are sending, right? Data. So, and we need some, the variable to be declared. We need the codes, right? So that is given by this array digit cathode card type. So we have the same that we have already shown. So first thing what you need to do here when you want to display this multi-digit number, what is the first thing you need to do? Right? You have to display this multi-digit number, let's say 5678, right? In this multi-digit display board. What's the first thing you have to do? Hello, guys. What's the first thing?
So defining ports.
Defining ports. Didn't we define that? We already defined now here. So after that, what do we do?
So we use the control pins to activate the different segments of the display.
And then?
Sir, for the numbers that we want to display, sir, from the 7 segments, we have to light up the LEDs accordingly to the digits.
Yeah, so I want to display this number, right? 5678, right? So here I want to display 5, right? 5 here, and then 6 here, 7 here, 8 here.
Please open the door.
Okay, so give me a minute, I'll be back. So, okay, what we're discussing that this number 5678 we want to display, right? So you said we select the, the 7-segment display where we want to display this number. Let's say now I want to display this 5 here on this, right? the particular display, the leftmost display. So I send 0 here, right? Port D pin 0 is 0, right? So this particular pin, we apply 0 here. So now what's the next step? Send the code of 5 here, right? So this number is 5. So how do you do that? Hello guys. How do you send the code of 5, right? Hello, are you there?
Yes, sir.
So how do you send the code for 5?
স্যার আমার কারেন্ট চলে গেছিল স্যার, আমি মাত্র আপনার সাথে জয়েন করেছি স্যার, মাঝখান দিয়ে কিছু বুঝিনি আর কি।
সবার কি কারেন্ট চলে গেছে নাকি সবাই ঘুমিয়ে গেছে?
স্যার বাকি যেটা জানি না স্যার, তবে স্যার আমি মাত্র আবার জয়েন করলাম স্যার।
বাকিরা কি ঘুমিয়ে গেছে?
হ্যাঁ স্যার আছে স্যার।
ওকে,
মেবি স্যার তারা ফিগার আউট করতেছে স্যার।
so if they take whole day, I don't have whole day, no? So actually, okay, we have this, let's say, number, just write in short now, this 5, 6, 7, 8, right? We need to display these numbers in different, these 7-segment display boards, right? There are 4, right? So 5, 6, 7, 8. So what's the first thing that you need to do? You need to separate them up, right? You need to separate these digits, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? Now it's like a variable we have that the value is 5,768, right? So that variable, we have the whole number, right? So you need to first, right, separate the numbers, split them up, right? And then we can send individually, right? So what is the code, right, that you can use to separate the digits, right, from this number? So there are digits. So this is, let's say, our digit 1, digit 2, digit 3, digit 4, right? So these are different digits. So digit 4, 3, 2, 1, right? So we have to separate these digits. How do we separate them? You guys, you have to be better than this. Very simple questions. So
Sir,
if
by
we
setting time delay.
time delay, what
Yes, sir.
time delay will do here? We write, let's say digit. We can write this is digit 1.
স্যার এটাকে স্যার আমরা 1000 দিয়ে ডিভাইড করলে স্যার 5 হওয়ার কথা, ওই 5টা আমরা স্যার আউটপুটে পেলাম, দেন হচ্ছে বাকিটা আবার পার্সেন্টেজ আকারে রেস্ট অফ দ্যাট মানে ফলো করে বের করা যাবে আই গেস।
So if we write like this, num con,
ইয়েস স্যার, ইয়েস স্যার।
so that will give us which digit? What will be the output for this one? Result. If we write num10, what is the output? What will be the value of digit 1? Otherwise,
স্যার এটা স্যার 8 হবে স্যার।
8. So if we write, so we'll have digit 1 will be 8, right? Okay. So now we write, let's say num is here. We write, let's say num1. We write num1 is num/10. So what will be num1?
স্যার 5 6 7
Right, 5 6 7.
7।
Okay. So num1 is 5 6 7. Now we write digit 2 and write num1 modulo 10, right?
ইয়েস স্যার, দেন it will be 7।
So that will give us digit 2 as 7, right?
ইয়েস স্যার।
And that will go on. So next we write num2 will be our num1/10, right?
জি স্যার, that will be 56।
That will be 56. And then we write digit 3. Digit 3 will be num2 modulo 10, and that will give us
6।
digit 3 as 6, right?
ইয়েস স্যার।
Then finally we write digit 4. What will be digit 4?
So digit 4 will be 5।
And how do we get that?
স্যার 56 কে আবার স্যার আমরা 10 দিয়ে ডিভাইড করলে স্যার যেটা আসবে স্যার ওটাকে আমরা স্যার
Right.
ওই পার্সেন্টেজ আকারে করব।
So we have num2/10. Right? So num2/10. So then digit 4 will be 5. So this is how we separate all the digits, right? So
Sir.
now you can send the codes.
Sir.
Yes.
স্যার এখানে স্যার আমরা 5 6 7 8 কে স্যার আমরা যদি স্যার 1000 দিয়ে ডিভাইড করতাম স্যার, তাহলে তো স্যার আমরা এখানে 5 পেয়ে যেতাম। দেন হচ্ছে স্যার পরে 6 7 8 কে যদি 100 দিয়ে ডিভাইড করতাম 6 পেয়ে যেতাম। লাইক এভাবে করলে কি হবে না স্যার?
5 পেতে ঠিক আছে, কিন্তু 6 7 8 কিভাবে পেতে?
ও আচ্ছা স্যার, আমি তো ওটা স্যার আলাদা করে ফেলতেছিলাম স্যার। ওকে স্যার, সরি স্যার।
তো ঠিক আছে, তো আমরা ডিজিটগুলো আলাদা করলাম। নাও হোয়াট ইজ নেক্সট স্টেপ? আমাদের নেক্সট স্টেপটা কি এখন? Now next step to send the codes of this digit, right,
Yes,
to
sir.
the different display ports, right? So এখানে যেরকম আমাদের প্রথমে আমরা যে পোর্টটি যেগুলো কানেক্টেড আছে, তাই না, এগুলোকে সিলেক্ট করতে হবে। We have to select this, and these are connected to port D, তাই তো? Port D, that is I think pin 0, and that is 1, 2, 3, তাই তো? So we have to send 0, and that is already we have defined as the control port, তাই না? We have defined as the control port. তাহলে আমরা এখানে যদি 5 পাঠাতে চাই প্রথমে, তাহলে I have to write control port. I have to write, so port D we have defined as the control port. Control port কি হবে? এটা 0 হবে, তাই না? আর বাকিগুলো 1 হবে, তাই না?
Yes, sir. Input
তাহলে
আকারে স্যার নেওয়া যাবে।
ওটা আমি কি লিখতে পারি ওটা?
Sir 0 1 0 0 1 1 1 1.
Right. কিংবা আমি যদি অপোজিট চিন্তা করি, এটা 1 দিয়ে বাকিগুলো 0 করে দেই, তাহলে it will be easy for me to think about the number. So এটা হেক্সে করলে যদি প্রথমটা যদি 1 হয়, সবগুলো 0, তাহলে এটা 8 হবে, 80, তাই না?
Yes, sir.
এটাকে যদি আমি ইয়া করে দেই, কমপ্লিমেন্ট নিয়ে নেই, so then this will be 0, all will be 1, right?
Yes, sir. Complement নিলে স্যার চেঞ্জ হয়ে যাবে স্যার।
So it's easy to think, this way. So now I have selected this particular display place, right? 7-segment display. Now I have to send the code for this number digit 1, right? So not digit 1, digit 4, right? Digit 4. So এই ক্ষেত্রে এখন we are using the port B, right? And we have defined that as data port. So we have to write the code for that digit 4 on data port, and that will be in the array. The array is defined as digit cathode, and inside the array the index will be digit 4. হয়ে গেল। তাহলে digit 4 এর যে কোডটা ডেটা পোর্টে চলে যাবে, ডেটা পোর্ট is the port B connected to the 7-segment display, so that digit 5, right? Digit 4 is number 5, so the 5 will be displayed right in this place. ঠিক আছে, ক্লিয়ার হয়েছে এটা?
Yes, sir.
So then you put a short delay, right? Delay millisecond. Let's say we put a delay of 2 milliseconds. So next, what will be my job? Next, my job will be to select this position, this display, and send the code, right, for digit 3, right, to the data port. So now we write control port. আমি যদি এটাকে সিলেক্ট করতে চাই, তাহলে এখানে 0 দিতে হবে, তাই তো? এখানে 0
জি
হবে,
স্যার 1 0 1 1 এরকম হবে স্যার।
তাহলে আমি এখানে কি লিখব? আমি যদি এটা উল্টা চিন্তা করি, এখানে 1 দিয়ে এগুলো 0 দিয়ে দেই, তার মানে কি?
স্যার 7
7 নাকি এটা?
Oh,
তো 4,
4 স্যার 4।
0x40, তাই না? 0x40 কন্ট্রোল পোর্টে লিখলাম, আর ডেটা পোর্টে আমি লিখে দিলাম ডিজিট ক্যাথোড, এখানে কি ডিজিটটা আসবে?
এখানে ডিজিট 3 আসবে স্যার।
digit 3 হয়ে গেল। Again I put a delay of 2 milliseconds again. নেক্সট আমাকে সিলেক্ট করতে হবে এই পার্টিকুলার পজিশন, তাই না? এখানে 1 হয়ে যাবে, এগুলো 0 0 হয়ে যাবে, তাই না? তাহলে আমি কন্ট্রোল পোর্টে কি লিখবো এখানে? Control port, what will write?
So not 0x20.
Right. Complement of 0x20. তাহলে ওই ডিসপ্লেটা সিলেক্টেড হয়ে গেল। এখন I write the code in the data port. So data port is equal to digit cathode. এখানে আসবে digit 2. Then again I put this small delay of 2 milliseconds. And then again I repeat the same set of codes for the last digit. Data port. এখানে আমি কি লিখবো? 0x
So 10.
10. So it's very easy to, if you think in the inverse, right, way. So it's 1 2 4 8. Control port 10 and data port will be digit cathode. Digit cathode, it will be digit 1. So again you put this delay of 2 milliseconds. তাহলে every 2 milliseconds a different digit will be displayed on the different display board. So
Yes,
and
sir.
this process we want to keep repeating itself. And then how do you do that? So the process, it goes on.
স্যার আমরা লুপ ক্রিয়েট করব স্যার।
So for loop.
Put in a while loop. While is better here. Put inside the while loop. While 1. So it will keep on doing this. Right? So, and you see that this part we can put inside this part. We can call it another function, right? So let's say call it separate digits. Right? So this is a function that will separate the digits. So let's say we have integer number. So this will be quite separate this. So this will separate all the digits, and that we can call. We have to call from the main. So before this is done, we have to call this one to separate the digits, and from the main we write separate digits. Right? And inside we have this variable. Right? So from the main we will be calling this one to separate these digits, and inside the main okay, and outside the main we have this calling this function, and this function will separate all the digits, and these digits okay, we have this num1 num2 num3, so maybe we have to declare those variables inside. let's say we declare int num1, num2, num3, right? And then also and that will our function separate digits. No. So from the main, you'll be calling this one, and then this will separate the digits, right? And so here the variables digit one, you see the digit 1, 2, 3, 4, this and the num. So all these variables are used both in the main function and also in this function subprogram, right? So these digits, these variables have to be declared as the global variable, right?
Yes, sir.
So, right. So what we have to do, we have to declare them outside here. So let's say int, we declare num, and then we say digit, oh, not digit, digit, right? Yes, digit. Digit 1, digit 2, digit 3, and digit 4, right? So there are these 4 digits, and the num you declare as the global variable, right? And probably num something you define in the main as, let's say, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? And then you're calling this function to separate the digits, right? Then it will go here, right, to display the digits. Right? So, and in the main, you have other instructions to write. So that I have already, right, it's written in the our original the lecture file, right? So if you see here, so that is the defined that's the main, before the main. And if you come inside the main, so inside the main actually you'll have, okay, so we have this part, and everything is here in the main, inside the main, but this is I have used as a separate function, right? So this goes at the sum function. You start the while loop, and for loop here not necessary, and you have to declare this, right? The DDR, the data DDR, but one thing is missing here. What is missing here? Data DDR. So data port and the port B is our port B, our data port. So that has to be declared as the output port. So DDRB has to be output port. And this is data DDR that defines the oh, data DDR, data port C. So that's the control, port C is the control port. Right? So port C is our data port, not port B. Port C is our data port. So port C. So data DDR, I mean, defines the DDRC register. So we are setting all these pins as the output pin. The other one is missing here, is not mentioned. So we have to also set the port D, the control port, as the output port, right? So that is missing here. So you also write control control DDR. Here, if we look in the program here, so we are using these first 4 pins as the output, right? Other 4 pins we're not using, so we can just write 0x0. Right? So this can come before that, right? Is that clear, guys? Any question?
No, sir.
Okay, so I will give you a small task. We don't have time, is almost up, so I'll stop here. But before that, I'll give you a small task, that is modify the program that I've discussed. I'm displaying just one single number here. So modify the program, right? So that it displays number. It displays numbers from 0 to 9999, right? So now we are just displaying one single digit, like the program that we had for this one, right? We had one single display, right? A single digit display board, right? And with single digit display board, we can display maximum number is 9. So the program here, that's written here, that will display the numbers from 0 to 9. So now I have shown you how to display one single number in this 4-digit display board. Now your job is to modify this program so that you can display numbers from 0 to the maximum number that you can display here, 9,999. Is that clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So that will be your homework for practice. Okay, and
Okay,
I'll
sir.
stop here today. Next class we'll discuss about the keyboard and keypad, but we don't want to spend much time on that because then we'll be lagging behind, right? So please go through the lecture videos on the keypad, whatever is there, so that we can just finish it fast. Okay, let me take your attendance and then we'll be done. Sohail Sattar,
Present, sir.
Fatima Fairuz, Abid Azad,
Present, sir.
Hamid Azim,
Yes, sir.
Sridhani Jaman,
Present, sir.
Mahmoud Yasin,
Yes, sir.
Fahin Uddin, Fahin, Tajia Jannat,
Present, sir.
Raunak Islam, Rafsan Khan,
Present, sir.
Ahmad Ibrahim, Muhammad Asadul Islam, Afsana Rahman,
Present, sir.
Atib Muhammad,
Present, sir.
Prashanto Chakraborty,
Present, sir.
Aditya Devnath,
Yes, sir.
Akia Tanzim, Sayeda Sultana, Asir Irtiza,
Present, sir.
Nahid bin Wadud, Taimur Rashid,
Present, sir.
Mohammad Tasnimul Hassan,
Yes, sir.
Tasnim bin Harun,
Yes, sir.
Omar Fahim, Siam Monon, Fahim Taufik, Shantanu Bishwas,
Present, sir.
Pronan Shaha, Ayaz Sadid,
Present, sir.
Samin bin Human,
Yes, sir.
Fuad Fahim,
Yes, sir. Present.
Asnia Rahman,
Yes, sir.
স্যার সিয়াম মনন ইজ প্রেজেন্ট, ওর মাইক কাজ করছে না।
Sir, present, sir. Siam Monon.
Sir, Mohammad Asadul Islam is present.
what is your ID?
Sir, 18221029.
So, okay, guys, so that will be all for today, and I'll see you next week. Allah Hafiz.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Allah Hafiz, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Assalamu alaikum, sir.
Assalamu alaikum, sir.